After Adam Brashear revealed to the Avengers the truth about the creation of Anti-Man and the Blue Marvel, the team began to mobilize to devise a plan. But before anything else, Brashear asked them to wait. He had something important to do first. Now, Blue Marvel is flying through the Atlantic Ocean near the Mariana Trench. I shouldn't have been so hard on them. It's not their fault. But for this to happen now, I don't know. He finally sinks into the deep ocean, searching for something in particular. There she is, says Blue Marvel, spotting what seems to be an underwater base. I haven't been here since I retired. After all this time, it's good to be home. He looks proudly at the advanced installations he left behind years ago. Everything's just like I left it. So many memories, so many adventures, murmurs Brashear, looking at his old suit. Suddenly, a voice cuts through the silence. Fancy seeing you here, says someone, catching Brashear's attention. Back on the helicarrier, Yellow Jacket, Reed, and Tony discuss Brashear's behavior. What's with Brashear's attitude? Asks Tony. Well, he's been a little out of practice for 40 years. It's not that simple, gentlemen, replies Reed. Think about it. He was a prisoner. Every aspect of his life has been affected by that executive order, whether we want to believe it or not. Yellow Jacket looks at Reed. That was a long time ago. Things like that don't happen anymore. He needs to get over it. Reed raises an eyebrow. Is that so? For one who's had his own bouts with anger issues, I'd have thought you'd have a little more sympathy, Hank. Now wait a minute, Reed. I just meant that... But Reed interrupts. I'm sorry, Hank. I didn't mean that. I was only... He pauses, thinking. Tony looks at him. What is it, Reed? Now with a serious tone, Richards looks at both of them. Just a little reflective perspective. You know, we say that the kind of overt bigotry we had 50 years ago doesn't exist anymore, but we all know better. Look at our own community of heroes. The Avengers, the Fantastic Four. We're lauded as heroes, protectors of mankind. They give parades in our honor, approach us for endorsements. Yet the X-Men, heroes as well, are hated and feared. He glances at the monitors showing the clan. How does the world know that we're not mutants? Yet because of warped perception and human idiocy, we get a pass while the X-Men are persecuted. They were born like that, Reed, adds Yellow Jacket, and that makes people afraid of what they or their children could become if... Reed looks directly at him. Is that really a good excuse to hate? He then turns to Tony, who has been quiet. I admit, I never thought much about mutant human affairs myself. That is, until Franklin was born. As a mutant, there have been whole organizations and government institutions built to destroy his kind. My son, and now my daughter, have done nothing wrong, except for the fact that they exist. To coin a phrase, their skin is their sin, their DNA, their crime. But other superheroes are persecuted too, adds Tony. It hasn't exactly been peaches and cream for any of us. I realize that, replies Richards. But look at the Blue Marvel, Adam Brashear. Even after the cape comes off and the mask is put in the closet, even his humanity as a black man was still a problem. How would you feel if that happened to you? How would any of us? Back in the Mariana Trench, Adam finds an old friend inside his base. Namor, he says, smiling. Adam Brashear, the Blue Marvel. I was wondering if I'd ever see you again. How are you, my friend? It's been a long time, replies Adam. Too long, warrior. You might be a bit grayer, but you've changed very little. Remember when we first met? I thought you were trespassing. Another dry-skinned surface dweller seeking to despoil the sea. In all these years since, only Thor and the Hulk have ever struck me that hard, adds Namor with a grin. Please, it was a lucky punch, replies Adam. So, what brings you back to your sanctuary, Adam? When I heard you had retired, I had a feeling there was more to it than was reported. Adam scratches his head thinking, human politics. You wouldn't understand. Namor raises an eyebrow. You'd be surprised. Adam looks at him with seriousness. One of my old enemies is back, and the Avengers need my help. And will you give it to them? Asks Namor. It's what heroes do. Namor then looks at him sarcastically. Do heroes also allow themselves to be manipulated? Adam looks at him, annoyed. That's a cheap shot, Namor. You know why I left. And I never agreed with your decision, replies Namor, recalling his time as a hero. When I was with the invaders, we battled alongside the Red Tails, pilots who faced constant ridicule and strife from both comrades and superiors alike, accused of being stupid, inferior, unworthy, and yet they had to follow orders. Yet they never turned their backs when the call went out. They were some of the bravest Americans I ever met, continues Namor. My point is, though the price may be high, no matter what the odds arrayed against you, even if it's only to inspire others to be great, Adam now looks at him thinking, "You're sovereign of your own kingdom. The rules are different." "You forget yourself, Adam. Remember, in Atlantis, I was the outcast. I was the sub-Atlantean pariah, the pink-skinned Krada, which means pale crab in my tongue, among a world of blueskins." Namor lowers his head. "But I did not hide my abilities, nor did I run. I stood strong for all to see. I ruled, and they call me Krada no more." Adam then looks at him, darkness shadowing his face. "Don't be naive. They just don't say it to your face." Now, standing tall and proud, Namor looks directly at Adam. "Be that as it may, they are still my people. And when the surface world attacked Atlantis, I made them pay for every drop of Atlantean blood that was spilled by attacking New York."